breakfast. What's next for you today?
This is probably my lunch, but
okay.
But no, we're gonna go work the weigh-in, and we're gonna go do my podcast from the weigh-in. We got my 100th episode of my podcast. Thanks. We actually reached 100. Today is my 100th episode. So me and Peter Cards and gang, we're gonna be doing an episode from the weigh-in today. So
tell people where to find it if they want to hear the podcast. It is popular.
We're trying to break off and be on our own, but right now you can find us on iTunes, Play.it, and it's on the Showtime app. Boxing of Paulie Malignaggi from Brooklyn to the world.
People love it.
Yeah, we just gotta let more people know about it.
Hey Paulie, how real was the power of Conor McGregor?
It was okay. It was fine. You know, it was respectable. It wasn't out of this world, but it was something you respect. You know.
And does he come in from very odd angles?
I wouldn't say odd angles. I think it's just more awkwardness than odd angles. I think I wouldn't call them odd angles.
Right.
Like that's a bit extreme, but there's an awkwardness to his style and the way he sets up shots. But, you know, I can't really get into the tactical stuff. He knows what he's doing. You know, he knows how he wants to do it. He's not a dummy. You know, he's not just doing stuff just to do it. You know, he's a method to what he's doing.
And now that you sparred with him, do you see a completely different approach with Conor McGregor towards Floyd Mayweather? Do you think it'd be a little more competitive in the early rounds?
It's not for me to say.
Right.
You know, I think there's that's going to be between them to decide that. You know, it's not for me really to decide how competitive it's going to be or what it's going to be. You know, I've been in the room with Conor, and I think he's going to continue to improve over the next month. So we'll see. Overall, I didn't expect the guy to see a guy who's coming into boxing and is going to be like relatively like a textbook boxer. You know, and I knew I wasn't going to see that. So I knew I was going to see some kind of weird movements and awkwardness and something a bit different in his attack. And sure, that's what we saw. But I can't give you the ins and outs of that because the effectiveness of how he does it is something he's still working on, and we'll see.
You sound like a White House spokesperson that has to like be so careful of what you answer. So you don't say something wrong.
Yeah. Are you flying back after this, right? To go sparring?
Flying back Monday, I'll be back on Monday. So we'll see. We'll see how that works.
What are your thoughts on Broner Garcia? How do you see that breaking? If you can break it down for us.
I think it's a good fight. You know, I think it's two guys that got to this point in their careers successfully, but they got there fighting in very different styles. So I think the style clash and the opposite styles they have, though they both know how to be successful using their styles, will make for a good fight because now it's a textbook fundamental boxer against an athletic kind of boxer, but they're both good at what they do and they both have power, so it's fun.
Were you a little stunned when Broner came in as the underdog and Mikey Garcia the overwhelming favorite?
I didn't really give that a lot of thought.
Right.
You know, it's the kind of fight where anybody can win. So it's not the kind of fight where you're looking at the favorite and the underdog and say, oh wow, you know, it's this guy's favorite, this guy's the underdog. You know, I think somebody has to be a favorite and somebody has to be an underdog in every fight. So you know, that's the same thing in this fight, but it doesn't mean the other guy can't win. They're both good enough fighters to beat each other.
Broner said since you're helping out Conor, he's got to go help Big Bro with a little bit of sparring for the fight. He got to counter what you're doing.
yeah, man, I ain't mad at him.
Well, you have it. Paulie, is that an apartment, a condo, a brand new Mercedes?
No, that's just a watch, man.
Just tells time.
It's not just a watch. That's like saying that's just a necklace.
Look at my watch, where it is.
It must be nice to be able to. That's just a watch.
Message to your fans?
I'm just checking out my social media at Paulie Malignaggi, Instagram and Twitter, and check me out on the podcast, iTunes, Play.it, Brooklyn to the World, Paulie Malignaggi, Brooklyn to the World is under the Showtime boxing app, and we'll try to broadcast it out more and more. Check us out. Today will be episode number 100. We're doing from the weigh-in, Conor Garcia. Should be fun. We'll take you right to the weigh-in. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Paulie.